because he just bashes you.
Maybe?
Yeah, he bashes you
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I mean, he
I
roots
really
you,
like it.
but
You waste out the
it's
duration.
not really a
of
bad. It's a
You
Yeah,
go
yeah,
toe
but
to
like,
toe with
You're
you're
him.
gonna buy a basher. He's gonna have roots as well.
Sure.
He's gonna have tons of attack speed. He can outkill Sven in a 1v1.
I will say though, and this is part of why I think this AA hero has become top pick in China. All of the carries are countered by him. Troll notably, because doesn't
True.
matter if you pop your ult. Like, first off, you're not going to juke any spells. You can't control your hero. And second, you're not getting any lifesteal. So the moment you come out of your ultimate, you're just dead to the blast.
You probably die, yeah.
So you think it's like they pick A because they're like, well, now you can't pick all the carries you want. You want to pick
it's
Troll,
like-
you want to pick Morphling.
Yeah.
It was like the next discussion that we had at the minor. You're giving yourself extra bans.
Yeah.
it's a big deterrent.
Yeah.
That's true.
Um,
Okay, so EHOME likely to pick their offlaner here. They need.
Beastmaster.
I don't know about playing Beastmaster in the lane against. Oh, they do have the Shadow Shaman. It's pretty strong, but
I
Troll
just-
Willard is a strong laner. I'm thinking that they're going to pick like a backlaning hero.
Again, give me a BKB axe. Give me a BKB piercing disable, and you win. Like
Actually, I think they Centaur here, right? So
Centaur's
think
yeah.
Centaur
All right.
seems good. I mean, the glimpse is going to be annoying because you won't get as many Stampede escapes, but Troll Warlord, a lot of his laning strength is like actually just sitting there and hitting you. And you've got Shadow Shaman Centaur. That's like I wouldn't say old school, but that was like a couple of months ago. That was one of the strongest dual lanes that people were running. And Royal don't actually have a way to break a good way to break the shackle.
Is there like a better thing than casting Dota and having a milkshake? I just don't think there is.
Just don't throw it at
Did you
anybody.
get
Alan.
cookies and cream?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I literally do not think there is. Uber Eats.
So you're in your
It's
happy
amazing.
place.
I'm just so freaking happy right now.
Tell us about it. What else makes you happy, Alan?
Recently, swinging a katana.
While you were studying Dota, Alan was studying the blade.
I took up Genjutsu recently, and it's actually awesome.
Wait, did you say ninjutsu?
Kenjutsu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's amazing. The dude that our sensei is actually, he's a data science guy, and so he explains it to me in terms of probability. Everybody else in the room is looking at us like we're totally weird, but it's so fun.
If it's any consolation, there's
So that's
now a
the
lot
other
of people
guys
back
swinging
at home
swords.
looking at you totally weird.
Look, I am a very weird person. You figure this out in like 30 seconds.
What's your weirdest thing? If you were speed dating and I were to say like, "Hey Alan, what's your weirdest thing?" What would you say?
I don't even know. I can remember my brain is just chaos theory.
He's
I can
here
remember
talking about video games. In
that
front of,
Lanham
like-
had 768 last hits on Tiny at TI9, which was a record that stood for like 6 months, but I can't remember where I left my keys in the morning. It's just, my brain is just.
It has priorities.
You guys
odd.
digging this OD pick? It's pretty good against
Yeah,
the two cores
by
that
the way.
RNG is showing. Like,
Yeah.
it kills Tide, and you can imprison Troll.
It works against Oracle ulti too. Like you can just
Yeah.
banish so many problems. If you get glimpsed, banish yourself. That'll solve you a couple seconds of Static Storm potentially.
I wish I could banish all my problems.
Well, really, he just delays a lot of them, but
Well, that's exactly what I do. I feel better.
Banish
now.
versus
Okay.
Meteor, though.
If Void were a hero, you would pick it here. It is not.
into what? Void into Tide Disruptor Troll.
Oracle.
probably not.
Also Oracle against Void.
Yeah.
That ain't
Big
good.
save.
Alan,
Just give him the old Fate's Edict, and you're like,
Again, though,
Congrats, dude.
pick Void. Make the Sven support.
What's the? But I was just trying to think of something that.
his keys. He was
Yeah,
trying to give his keys. And he's like, I just Faceless Void.
what are RNG going to pick?
all right.
Alan, we're just kidding. We love you. You know that.
Venomancer.
I say dumb things once in a while.
It's fine. We all do.
Once in a while.
I don't know if you want Alina here. What to RNG pick? What's good
All right.
against
Alan,
these?
That was too
Alan,
far.
I'm sorry.
That was
no
too
longer
far.
in
Alan,
my
did you
happy
see? There's a
Eat the milkshake.
sword under that couch.
Eat the milkshake.
Holy shit.
You'll feel better.
Nice.
I'm terrified now. Is there an umbrella or something under here? I need somebody get me a battle axe.
Let's go, Kyle.
Last pick. What's the battle axe for Royal Never Give Up?
Actually,
What are
wait,
they going to do to
Pugna?
break their way into the finals?
Pugna?
Pugna's
Pugna's
pretty
Pugna's
sick.
the OD.
Good
Pretty
against OD.
sick.
Pugna.
Pugna is game winning.
Nah,
There
just
it is.
Lena,
Pugna. Puglina.
I thought that they would do this, but I don't know how. It's like it's good in lane against the OD, but it seems like a pretty hard Lena game otherwise.
Really? I like it here. I think you can kite the Sven at the very least. Whenever you're playing against two squishy supports. Oh, shit. Holy shit.
What?
I actually have a battle axe
I don't
now.
get a sword.
Wow. Yeah,
bring
Alan.
yours
Do you have
with you?
Do you have an axe to grind?
Anyway, so yeah, Alan, it's
Can
high
I
time you
ask you
get
a
off this
question?
panel. So,
Yeah.
any last words?
Nope. You have an axe.
All
I'm
right, that's-
running away.
That's what I thought. Well, we're gonna hit this button in a set. Well, not yet. Well, yeah, we're gonna hit this button.
Nope.
No.
Wait for
Odds?
the anime
Oh.
Hmm.
and the odds.
I would take EHOME in a heartbeat with those odds.
I really like EHOME's draft myself. Like having Sand King as your initiator, and then to back him up, it's Shadow Shaman A. You also have Odie and Sven, huge burst damage cores
Dude.
that are going to be able to follow up on the stun really well.
This would hurt somebody. This is heavy. There's
Right.
like some weight.
May I
Well,
touch your axe?
Are you on my team?
Whoa.
Are you on my team? Because if
All
I give
right.
you this weapon, I'm defenseless
I
against
just
Nahaz.
want to touch the points, just the tip.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh
you could
my
definitely
God.
draw blood with that.
Yeah.
Push the button. I am definitely leaving.
We can't yet. There's still anime coming. Or
Oh, yeah.
fresh anime. It's not time.
I have
see.
an axe.
We're not
I
ready.
have an axe. When I say it's time, it's time. Kevin Purge Godek.
Okay.
Break this game down for me, though. What are you thinking? Who's gonna win?
I like the RNG lineup. I think it's cool. Or not that one. Sorry. I like the EHOME lineup. I think it makes a lot of sense.
I think
in
this is
terms
one of
poke.
EHOME's better drafts. I still think RNG are going to win, though. I think they've just been playing better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Also, this is a game that Disruptor can do a lot of work. Everybody except Sven, the Disruptor is quite value against.
He's going basey again.
Yep.
The old Sage's Mask Rush.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think I've played a couple Disruptor games lately, and actually feel like one of the things that makes him better is you have to go to the Suraction Slacks item build where you max out your Thunderstrike really early. Like, you need a lot of points
Yeah.
in it, because then when you do get in these early skirmishes that happen, you're not just some guy that's like, I've got a glimpse in a
Yeah.
kinetic field, and then you're useless.
And that's what we actually saw from the Lanham flyby. They did this exact lane before, Disruptor Tide, where they go Gush and they go.
They had like 3-1-1
yeah,
or something.
3-1-1 on the Disruptor. You
Yeah.
actually do so much damage. They were crushing.
It's
in their off
100
lane.
it's 100 extra damage per level that you put into it. And then, but most importantly, the cooldown goes really low, down to 9 seconds from 18.
Holy
So
crap.
you can actually just spam the damn thing.
Dude, this I think this is definitely the build then. 480 damage at level 7 from your Q. Static
yeah, I
mana
guess it
cost.
is. Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot. It also provides
'Cause it
vision.
does 180 level 1.
If you're position 4 as well, your offlaner is often going to be able to jungle,
Look at
or
this.
you can take over mid. And then it also farms faster. Like Disruptor, the other build doesn't have a farming tool, but Thunderstrike, you can clear some medium camps and stuff. And I think that's part of how he farmed that mech in the
Yep.
other game.
It's true.
I really like Lanham. What else he does is this Bassi first item. I think it's
Yep.
super strong down here and allows them to just spam spells with reckless abandon.
Well, the mana is good, but it's not ridiculous. It's 0.75 per second for
So
him
what's he,
and
what's
his
he go
ally.
from 1.8 to...
What are you referring to?
I was just looking what his mana regen went up to. Does,
Well,
it, does it show it on the bar?
It's 0.75 extra.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing
Yes.
is, I feel the thing about Bassi is pound for pound, it's actually the most gold per damage you can get,
Yes, that's
which
what I
is
was
super
thinking.
strong, and it's 2 armor to your
The,
allies.
the armor is huge. Also, if you want to be cute, you can Bassi toggle. But the other thing as well is that if he wants to, he can use it to keep pushing the lane in and create opportunities to side pull.
That's actually a good point, because nobody buys Basey anymore. Imagine his, like, if the enemy team leaves the lane and he's got a Basey and nobody else does. Like, he can
Yeah.
actually just easily help his team push towers. Oh, you know what the most recent buff to Disruptor was? 25 extra attack range, baby. Now he's got +8. Get out of his lane.
I love Disruptor, man. He's one of my favorite heroes, and it solves all your issues as a side of RNG. You've limited limited stun, disable. Well, let me rephrase. You have limited catch. But
Got it. There
That's
he
not
is.
how did that happen?
Time to do some detective work.
He got right-clicked.
Do they have a sentry in the lane?
No, there's nothing there.
So wait, his support stole the wave and he died.
He might have been on Sandstorm cooldown or something. Got run down.
Troll Troll is a very scary laning hero. Troll's only got 3 CS as well. Looks like he was probably just running at Sand King.
That's what it seems like.
Oh.
Lana might die, though.
Will he, though?
One more nuke.
He's fine. The Bassi, the armor. +2, baby.
Oh, yeah, it's not
It's going
bad.
to keep him up. And that was with level 2 on both EHOME heroes. I think if Flyby had his Anchor Smash earlier, it might have been trouble mid lane. Astral onto the creep. Setsu looking to pressure just a little bit. He is currently trading completely evenly. We'll get slightly ahead thanks to those 2 last hits he just scooped up. Oof.
Oh no. Run. Run off. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Nice.
Okay, hard counter.
All right.
Hmm.
Say goodbye, 74 damage.
This will be, I think, more of a static game. Neither side has too much of an edge in terms of laning prowess, and it is a standard 2-1-2 laning setup. Feel like RNG will have the easier time making plays in the mid game, though. I am always hesitant of 1 and 2 combos that are both trying to farm into the late game. OD Sven, neither one really able to actively make plays, and Faith Beyond was the one who got first blooded. His game is not great thus far.
Yeah, but once he gets a Blink Dagger, he could be the guy making plays while those two cores fall up. At least that's what I felt like could happen. I don't think it's completely over anything. Assume he'll... No, he's actually
Where are you taking this creep wave?
to the next
Do
wave.
you want the next one as well?
Yeah. Nailed it. He tried to die to the tier 2 action. He was
But he
on top
forced
of
the
that one.
TP.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna... But he can't really just hold the wave, right? Because once he goes invis, then he's just gonna run it, I guess. This Oracle's gonna be able to do quite a bit of damage, actually. And this whole wave's denied, too. Or last hit, that is. So normal lane pull stuff. In the meantime, it's a tri-lane bottom. Which they try to run at a guy, but it doesn't work.
I wonder if the adjustment for bot now is whether they just leave the Tide by himself or like Tide jungles, land him soaks. There's a couple of different ways that they can play this. It does seem like they want to gank mid. Oracle's already drifting around there, and Lanham's also walking over. They're trying to coordinate.
I mean, if they get a banish, they could glimpse him back. That'd be pretty decent, but he's only level 2 right now.
Has this been scouted at all? There is a Radiant Obs like somewhere along the way.
Yeah. Actually,
I think he may have avoided it, maybe.
It's possible. Certainly possible. But based on the way he's standing, it kind of looks like he knows. Nailed it once again.
Not bad. I mean, this is the
I
AA
like.
Sven, right? This is one of the better lane combinations. You just need this strength hero with a stun, throw out on the cold feet, and you're going to find kills, not just in the lane, but throughout the game.
Bounty runes in a sec. It's probably the earliest I've ever remembered in my life.
Really? Are you one of those people that always gets to the rune like 5 seconds after they spawn, so it's already been taken?
Oh no, I look at the clock and I'm like, oh shit, it's 5:01. Hurry! By the time I get there, they're gone.
Oh, they get the glimpse off. I don't know if it was necessary, but now Lanham in trouble. The cold feet did pop. This is almost certainly going to be a kill.
Some damage too.
Or is it? Yes. They get another one.
That's
Now
really
s-
nice for flyby, though.
Yeah,
Getting
for
a
real.
double.
Or the triple. You never know. Okay, they're fine.
We know.
So
Setsu-
semi-even either way. I like this new Sven build, by the way, where they just skip Warcry completely. Makes a lot of sense once you think about it.
Oh, especially since they nerfed the stun, right?
Yeah. It's more in demand. The damage isn't bad either, 80 per level.
This is not as easy of a game to go the last time we saw this Mask of Madness build, it was because there wasn't really any physical damage to be worried about as well, and he had the grace, but he's also going it again here. Maybe that's just his build. It's a little bit more, I guess, a little bit more old school. It makes sense again this game because it's supposed to be the OD who's like the real game winner, I suppose.
He's also been pressured in his lane too, so it helps him stay alive and go back to jungle if needed.
Yep.
Look at Faith Beyond. Just farming. Double creep wave, runs it in a circle. Now going to show up. And Monet's actually in a lot of trouble here. Does have mana for ultimate, though, so should be okay. No stun. Really well played, though, saving the mana. Sentry arrives thanks to Lan M, and they find another kill. OD alt mid. Lina in trouble? Should be fine. It's one of the benefits of the Lina versus OD. You have so much intelligence that the ultimate doesn't even really do damage. In fact,
that wasn't close at all.
it was 61 int to 62. So
Drained her mana. That's about it.
triple shrine, some solid efficiency.
Flyby misses having the Bassi from Landham. He's queuing one up himself.
He was going to make Vlad's anyways.
Yeah,
And
regardless.
it's like one of those items that I do genuinely think a lot of supports could just hold at all points in the game because like usually your supports have like one extra slot
Oh.
that they can use.
Destin
Let's go for
Faithbian.
the epi. Okay. It's kind of a cool way to defensively protect yourself.
Interesting. They do once again kill Flyby down bottom, man. He is having a tough time after a solid start. Faith Beyond as well. Both offlaners in some trouble.
Oh no, the range creep betrayed him.
You were the chosen one. Alas,
A lot of
Sensu
damage.
collects. Double kill for the Lina.
It's like they use God's strength to kill the Tide down below. But back to the Bastion support thing, like it's 2 extra armor for you and your allies and a huge AoE, and it's not an expensive item, only 500 gold. So, and then if your offlane builds of Lads, all of a sudden you and your team just have 6 armor for free.
Yep.
Well, not for free, but you know it's a lot
Yep.
more. Helps for pushing all that stuff. Helps against Sven and Sven cleave. Like now that this is all just reducible physical damage, it all makes a lot of sense.
Huh. This is
Good time to crack in.
it's one of those games that I feel like won't really. You're gonna see kills traded, but neither side really has that ability to push tempo, unless the enemy side like throws a couple of fights here and there. I think once we see roster awards picked up, perhaps EHOME can look to get aggressive, but you know it's really predicated on all the supports hitting 6. Thank God for those double tomes, man. I love tome. It's one of my favorite changes, I think, in the new patch.
Why, just so you can allow more hero variety or something like that?
I just hate when supports are out of games, and it always felt like, you know, needing to go sit in a lane for 2-3 minutes
Yeah.
just to be able to play Dota.
Which like makes the game boring and slow, basically. Going on Sven, here comes a glimpse back. No ult yet, of course, only level 4 here, but here's a follow-up disable. This is actually pretty bad for Sven. Very bad for Sven. Easy kill, and Monet rotates over, now going for Xingqiu as well. The dive under tower. Not too much more disabled, though. The old death shackle.
Waste some time.
That was a good 1/10 of a second wasted.
Yeah, and this is looking good for RNG already. They have the easier time making plays, and they do have a slight edge with that first rotation. It's almost, speaking about the tomes, part of why I like them is because previously we saw supports often just like kind of trading, like the 5 would be in each respective safe lane. This is another move that's often mirrored, the carry rotating to the off lane. Whoever does it first often has an edge.
They could definitely kill A here.
It's hard for anyone to TP in against the Disruptor as well. They can't.
That's a good point, yeah. Especially with this many glimpse levels,
Yeah,
actually.
Lanham just kind of went back for the, I guess, more standard build. Or
They j-
more common build.
They just recognize that they're able to win fights right now, especially against like Sven and stuff like that. They have range advantage. Like nobody's gonna be as strong as Troll as Troll is right now with Blind, because Blind both counters OD and the Sven. So it's like they can just abuse this range and glimpse. See if they get vision. Okay, that'll spawn him for sure. Lanham might die though. He burrowed already. Oh, huge ice blast actually catches almost everybody. Monet pretty low, but he's running away. Faith Beyond still playing in the sandstorm.
He's holding onto this tower for a long time. He's doing a really good job. Gotta say.
Yeah.
He's,
Figuring out where the sentry was, staying away from it.
and this is buying space for top lane, where
Yeah.
EHOME are actually going to claim their tier 1.
All right.
Oh, you mean this range creep is going to claim tier 1?
Because last game the issue was that they, like, part of the issue last game was that EHOME lost 2 tier 1 towers without taking one in response. But this time around they're the ones to get ahead on the trade. They hold their bottom tier 1 and they take the top. So Sven's got a lot of room to work with now in the dire jungle, but RNG can't make the same use of the Radiant jungle. So they're going to pull ahead. I think they'll equalize and then get ahead on the net worth in the next couple of minutes. Because RNG haven't completely given up on taking this, but they have split up on the map again.
But they are getting to the point where they're going to try and make things happen. Setsu finishes up the Yules. Monet going for his typical Maelstrom build, and, you know, never end, actually. Once again, this Mask of Madness Blink Dagger, I'm a big fan. Full points in the stun as well. We talked about this. This is his favorite build. It's a unexpected amount of damage he can output once he gets that level 12 Blink timing.
It's just by far the most damage you can get with the least gold for tempo. 1775 is like a whole 900 gold less than an Echo Saber. And you're getting 110 attack speed, which Echo is probably like pseudo 30 attack speed or something, I would guess. So it's going to do way more right now. He's going to be able to jungle more. He doesn't have to farm in safe places.
Oh,
Bottom lane.
Disruptor dies.
It's not all bad for the Radiant side.
Another double tap for Setsu, though. They do bring 4 heroes. Lanham dying. Oh, well, they brought 5. Lanham just, of course, going down at the start of the engagement. But they do clear up the tower, which is big.
The one thing about Lina is that, when I was talking about the Lina during the draft,
what a ward trap.
Holy shit, hold up. Double ward trap. Oracle will pop the ultimate, but that's right in front of an OD. He's just going to get free intelligence. Drops the hammer as well. Flyby with the ult. Monet trying to catch up here. He's going to look to get ZenQ. Of course, Oracle took a little too much damage to try and survive.
Yeah. He didn't get any heals off after his ulti popped. Lanham chasing. He's going to be able to pull the OD back.
Oh, this is dangerous
This
for
is
the
so
Monet.
hard. Oh, great shackles once again.
A ult.
Static Storm to stop the shackle too. And that'll be the full disengage. Oh, never mind.
Nice glimpse. There's no shrine up for another 3 minutes, so it does look like the RNG heroes will be forced to just retreat back. But not so bad. This is, I think, the story of the qualifiers. Cutting your losses. None of these teams really seemed like they were willing to make those critical errors. You don't see a ton of really crappy team fights forced like we have seen in other regions.
Yep.
Notably NA. I swear, it's like sometimes like, oh, well, one guy's dying. Well, we got to go avenge him. And it ends up with a full team wipe. You typically don't see those in China until we're at the stage of the game where buybacks come out en masse.
I'm interested that RNG are, well, I guess they're not really looking for anything here, but like, there's no way they can take that fight with no Ravage and no Static Storm, right? They use both of those abilities defensively, so now they just have to chill. Might even be a window for EHOME to make some kind of a play.
It's actually just amazing how big of a ward that ward trap was, actually. When you think about what they got in exchange. The Ravage was useful, but it didn't do anything, really.
Instead.
It, like, kept them alive, and they also had to force a Static Storm. Like, all because he had, like, a god-tier ward trap.
Should be another tier 1 picked up by EHOME. No roster wards for 20 seconds, but that won't be necessary.
And Sven's in the game because he's gone this non-greedy build.
Yep.
And he's still farming really well. He's actually pretty close to top net worth.
Dude, it's one of the reasons I like it. And I understand why people were going Midas all the time, but you know,
Why were they going Midas all the time?
It's 40 attack speed. It's significant, and I think that they were just valuing levels are just super strong right now.
They were playing for a later timing, I think, right? They were playing for like to maximize your BKB with like Daedalus. The idea was get 18, blink, BKB, and Daedalus before you actually had to take a fight, and then you're super strong at that moment. This is just like probably closer to level 12, 2 points ulti timing than a.
It just feels better, I think, because you know you don't really lose out in terms of your net worth growth because you skip the Midas, because you can start clearing jungle and lanes faster because of the MOM. And you're able to be active. Like, you can be top net worth and also make plays and try and kill enemy heroes. I felt like so many times Svens would just farm, and then it hit 20, 30 minutes, and they'd just be kited from there on.
Yeah.
I like the ult for kills instead of ult for stacks. Like, I think we also see that a little bit with the phase Midas build. People just like building up a big ancient stack and then using the ult to clear that. So they're making way more use of that interim strength from Sven instead of just waiting for the super late game timing. Still, he's got to be really careful with his BKB this game. Once the BKB gets low, Sven's still going to run into all the same problems that he normally does, but it's looking really good so far.
Yep, they pick up a free kill middle. Nice rotation around. Should be able to secure the tier 1. They do have Ravage. However, EHOME does look like they're willing to posture, potentially look to engage. Faith behind whiffs the stun. No 1 sentry remaining on Afu, so...
What's the cooldown on Glimpse? They got to be careful about how they approach these fights. All it takes is one person forgetting.
Yep, like right here. Oh, whoa, oh, God, no. They astraled on top of the high ground. This is going to end up being a double Ravage. EHOME, what have you done? The OD's just going to die. Or not? Oh, yeah, he died.
Did he double tap?
I think he misclicked, yep.
Oh, my God.
Man.
They drop Rasta wards. He's going to get gushed. If they don't buy back, this is going to be even more kills. Hey, Blast coming through. It's going to hit the Oracle and the Disruptor, but that's not going to make a difference. That's a 3 for 0, and they clean up the Rasta wards. EHOME, what have you done?
Ooh, Faith Beyond's trying to cut the creep wave, but yeah, that was even dangerous to stay that long. Does a little bit of damage to the creep wave. Hopefully it can keep his tower alive, but yeah, the self-banish, not a good sign.
Hey guys, you want to set up on me? I'm ready to get ravaged here.
Yeah. And also this Dire Ward here was the whole reason they were able to kill the Sven. The Thunderstrike ran out, he ran high ground and got glimpse back, and I was confused at first, but that must have been it. Epicenter coming through, doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. That should be a deadline M though. Oh, he missed him.
Oh,
Okay,
got him.
Touched him, gave him the cold touch.
They will lose both supports, but is tier 1 tower
AA
in
got
trade.
both of them.
Yeah, exactly. No gold going into the coffers of the cores. But Y's happy. He can get closer to that
Yeah.
Force Staff.
I wouldn't complain. I'd be like, why don't you guys just kill him next time?
It's true.
Yeah, look, the sentry actually spots it out. He might have trouble noticing it. The sentry looks out of range.
I mean, he doesn't have any vision up that hill, so.
I guess his won't get dewarded either. There's a good chance they spot it later on. But he realizes he'll probably spend another sentry to check the cliff spot. And now he's going to, because they know the glimpse came somewhere. But interesting ward. I didn't realize it gave the tiniest little vision here. Enough to cause OD to Astral himself. So Kaya on the way for OD. Blink first before Kaya this game.
You guys like the blink on Lina? He's gone kind of greedy build. We saw Setsu was the one who bought the blink on Lina and then went like 19-1 and something, right? But he was just, to me that game it felt like he was using the blink to hunt the Omni Knight and the supports in the back lines.
I mean, I like it this game, I think, because, I mean, it's not going to work for very long against Sven, but against OD, if you can hit the backline and do a Yules on OD, that's a stun combo.
Yeah, that's true. The OD's pretty squishy.
So you can, like, threaten the supports and the cores, at least for a bit of time. You can blink dodge Sven stun, potentially. I don't think it's bad.
I think the blink is also probably good additional vision to get like a +1 kill with the glimpse, right?
Oh, that's true.
You're winning the fight, and then Lina can just blink forward to see somebody else.
Yeah.
And then glimpse that guy back. I think that's cool.
Oh, they're going to initiate down bottom.
Oh.
Hey, Blast is going to land on 3.
Look at that blink dagger.
Oh, that stun hits anyone to 5th beyond. Same framed. Not going to be able to get the defensive Astral off his 430 as the blink was on his previous position. The glimpse from Lan M able to finish him off. They will get a glyph, but with the vision, this is so important. I love Disruptor for this reason. If you have the vision advantage, if you can continue to play aggressive around the map, it's so easy to just continue abusing your advantage and just adding onto it. They see OD, and if he steps out for even a moment, he's always threatened by a glimpse back.
They didn't quite have it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a kill if Lan M is a bit quicker. If he gets his Q off, he's just dead.
Yeah, I think it was just maybe either he started reading it or he saw Lan M at the creep wave, but he had to get within Thunderstrike range.
Yep. Look at Afu.
So it's hard.
Afu. Oh, the race!
Deny it.
Why did you stop
Oh,
moving?
no!
He's
He disarmed himself.
Oh, I see. He's just trying to attack it or something.
Yeah. He knew he wasn't going to get there in first, so he wanted to try and deny it, but he was also disarmed. And he'd already used the Purge on AA, so he couldn't get rid of it.
I mean, neither of these guys are walking. Why don't they just fly a little faster or something?
Yeah, for real.
I like the way that the RNG supports the skill builds and the item builds. This Disruptor dies. Disruptor's going for a Yules. It's just another button that can force Sven to like BKB or interrupts the epicenter channel. And the Disruptor, the Oracle is maxing Edict. So he's going to have a really long duration disarm against the OD and the Sven, which is going to also force them to pop BKBs in ways that they wouldn't want to. I think this is really cool because it means that now those two heroes pretty much have to BKB every fight because of the item and skill choices. Whereas otherwise, I think they would be able to play a little bit more greedy.
Controlling the high ground in the meantime.
I really,
Nope. Nothing. You go. What were you going to
thanks,
say?
Gavin. I was going to say I just really like the way Setsu's been playing as Lina. It's typically the same int build where he goes for the Yules, bots, blink, ags, and especially against heroes like OD Sven, if you can open on them, especially with the Ravage, it's quite easy to find that initiation. Even if they get the BKB off, you still pop in the face with that ags ultimate, and it does oodles and oodles of damage.
Remember how Nahaz was complaining about disable it and go through BKB? Well, Lina's about to build it.
Yep.
It's murder.
Yep.
It's being dead is a very long stun.
Yep.
Is that the philosophy?
It's the
there?
best way to beat teams with item advantages. You just go, Blink Ravage actually hitting OD on the back line. How did they even know? Oh, they had this ward from earlier. It
Yep.
spotted him.
Still been there. Setsu's going to get ulted. However, the Hex will come out. He's now ward trapped. He's not have the ability to get away, but the Glimpse back will save him for the time being. He's going to try and blink away. Oh, does
Good
not
bro.
get it off in time. Probably would have died anyway
Yeah,
to
looks
the
like it.
burst, but yeah, as you said, that ward, it's going to get countered now, but it did its job. They pick off the OD, start the fight. Not ideal, however. It is ending up as a 2-for-1. Of course, the AA did buy back.
Again, the supports get the last hits on these
Yep.
kills for EHOME. It's not too bad on the Shaman. I imagine he's getting close to some kind of an item, yeah.
Someone's got blink, yeah.
But
Concern is just that this OD of 430 is, compare him to Setsu last game, right?
Yep.
He had, I think, 306 CS at 25 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
And Ferrari currently sitting at 162. Not nearly the same freedom to excel. And, well, hang on. AL, Epi, and
Fate's
Oracle.
Edict.
Veil was a little bit late there, but yeah, the Fate's Edict is going to stop all of this.
He's going to live.
Pipe will help too. He's really trying
Yeah.
here. But man, Fate's Edict actually counters A so hard.
Yeah.
A's like, I'm going to do a medium amount of magic damage, but amplify it.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, it's just
It's one of those counter matchups. You think AA, you prevent healing. That's good against Oracle, but the other ability is just, preventing magical damage against a hero that offers only that is always going to be effective.
Yeah. I played a late game Oracle game the other day, and I got the Fate's Edict cooldown talent. I was like, why would I not just be permanently Fate's Edicted at late game at all points in time now?
Yeah.
It's like it's so useful against the right heroes, against like Storm Spear and that kind of thing. Setsu does
dang,
get
they
killed on the
killed
top
Setsu.
lane. So I was talking about my pub games again, guys, and then you know what happens? That was really close. He almost got caught with the kinetic field vision. That is
Vision. It's such an underrated mechanic.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
I still feel like teams Nahaz will harp till he's on spell immunity, piercing spells, or sips, and I am all about vision providing heroes. I feel like those are, if you can have both those things in all your drafts, you're gonna have a good start, at least a strong foundation.
Do you guys know if kinetic field is ground vision or flying vision?
I believe it is.
I think it might be ground vision, right? So
Yeah.
if you put it in trees,
If you
it's
put it
not
on a
as
high
good.
ground,
Yeah, high ground it's fine.
it's
but
definitely
like,
ground vision because you don't
Yeah.
see the. Wait, yeah, you see inside of it, but it's ground
Yeah,
vision.
I
So
was
even-
just, yeah, I was
by
just
ground
wondering.
vision, you mean that it can't like see all the way around all the trees or something, right?
Correct, but you do see what's
Yes.
inside of the kinetic field.
Yeah, so it's giving you vision as if it was a unit like in those trees.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a fight for the rune. A preemptive AA blast to scout high ground. It's going to hit the troll and perhaps force RNG to reconsider their initiation. Lan M is on the bottom bounties.
Yeah, RNG's like, okay,
Yeah.
you got us.
And thing is, EHOME, they do have the ability to take fights, but it's very important that they get the initiation. If you get ravaged to start a fight, it is near impossible for you to win it. And the Rasta Sand King are very squishy, but threaten so long as they can get their spells off.
Well, they're grouping to push the top tier 1. For now, EHOME just split pushing a little bit. Doesn't look like they want to fight around this. They don't have ward control or anything like that, so Lena's got Axe finished too. It's a good time to fight for them. And she just got her 18 also. Any one-shots? A is pretty close. You like his positioning here?
I do. I think
It's Trying to get like a decent ranged Ice Blast while also being able to show up to fight, potentially.
he'll just TP away.
Yeah, as soon as he throws the ice blast, they're gonna know where he is.
That's
like,
true.
It's
He just threw it.
Oh, initiation onto Monet. He's in some trouble. If they end the AA blast, it could be problems, but no, he'll just pop the BKB ultimate. AA blast will go over top of him, so he's not going to be able to heal up. Chasing down the Sven, never end though. Could be able to turn this around in a moment. Setsu as well gets banished. Pop the ultimate. I believe he'll die, and in fact he will. Fly by, pops the Ravage. It'll be on top of 430, but the Lina and the Troll already dead. There's no damage. EHOME, they're looking to retake this ground. Hex, orbs, constantly orbs. 50 int almost on 430. Saved up, and that's all 3 cores on the side of RNG going down. Excellent initiation. They just caught Monet napping, it feels.
and Lina didn't get to do anything. Look at that, 0 damage from Lina. Lina's
0?
Jeez.
Yeah. Lina got caught and just died.
She
That-
Yule's Light Strike away, but it must have been BKB or something.
Yeah.
That's part of the
Setsu just
problem
went
with
for
Lina
her.
this game. Oh my god, double damage. All right, I think they get this.
I can
either way.
hear Nahaz.
Curse you!
Double damage.
I mean, they deserve to take this Roche anyways, right? They won a big fight.
Yeah.
Like, this would increase the amount of time it took to Roche, but
But this is the scary thing about Lina, and this is part of why I was a little bit against it this game, because there are heroes there's multiple heroes in EHOME, like the SK, the Sven, and the Shaman, that if they catch you, you're just done. There's
Can I just say I feel like it's the AA, though? I think that this hero could just be like my MVP of the tournament, at the very least this qualifier, because it feels like that's what's giving the edge. You know, Troll can't
maybe
play
the
the way he
vision.
wants to.
I'm coming around on the vision aspect of AA, giving maybe it's like scouting for these blinks to get in on the targets that they need. We've slowly over time there aren't very many abilities left that give vision in addition to what else they do, right? Like either you have a vision ability like Hawk, but a lot of other things no longer really give you big like scouting, and AA still has a little bit of that left with the Ice Blast.
yeah, it was nice in the boundary rune fight, for example. It's like, we know they're going to contest it. Let's see who's there. If there are heroes that's going to hit them, they're not going to be able to heal. So now they're not going to want to take the fight, and we get the bounties anyways. Stuff like that can be really hopeful. Troll does have a lifesteal item. He's got a Satanic coming.
Yeah. And this is a sick. This is a really nice OD game. Like, OD just amazing against the Tide.
Oh, hang on, they found the roster out down bottom. Setsu, he doesn't need any help, and the tower denied.
The double kill.
It might as well be. You actually get more gold removed from the enemy team when you deny a tower than you do by killing one of the enemies. Unfortunately, they do miss the ward on the shrine, so RNG will invade enemy jungle, but they have given EHOME this information. Smoke available on Afu, but with Roche on dead and Aegis currently in the possession of... They give it to the OD. Would you give it to OD here or the Sven? I get OD, right? Because Sven, you know, if he pops ultimate and then dies, it's not as if he's valuable coming back up.
I really think this game comes down to who dies first in fight. Does the OD die first or does the Lina die first? Like, who dies without using the majority of their kit?
Is this the next game we're going to play on the show? Who dies first?
Who dies first?
Is it Nahaz with his katana or Kyle with his battle axe?
The new auto battler genre.
It's not about who. It's not about who wins. It's like who's gonna die or succumb to their wounds. You know, like
Okay.
Would
both
we-
people are in trouble.
Like, would we fight to the death?
You could even fight for like 30 seconds. Someone's probably gonna die. Let's be real.
I'm not so sure. I feel like I could...
With a battle axe. No.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he'd
feel
have
like a sword
longer
would definitely
reach.
beat you.
He'd have longer reach, but
You would definitely lose.
I have better vision.
Oh.
So
okay.
it's all about, I guess, who could pierce the enemy's BKB or, like, you know, the armor that I hope you'd have given us to wear.
True.
Otherwise, it'd
Not
be
naked.
pretty bloody. Naked?
Naked fight.
Never mind.
All right, you can wear underwear.
How long's Sven's BKB?
Thanks.
Still pretty long, right?
How gracious.
8
8 seconds. We're hitting the... We are on the Wednesday of BKB timings.
And look at the item choice as well, though, on Monet. He's got a Satanic up next, but it goes back to that whole AA factor where, you know, if he gets caught by the blast, that won't do anything.
It does reduce the duration that the ice blast affects you, though, right?
I don't think so. It's not a disable.
I don't know.
Is it?
Do you guys want me to find out?
Sure,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure it doesn't reduce the duration. I could be wrong, but I don't think it counts as a disable.
I thought that it did for against like Urn and stuff like that. I thought it would reduce the duration, but you'd still take all the damage. I might be completely wrong though.
Oh, hang on. Initiation.
Where are the
Faith Gone,
veils?
blink
So
forward.
late.
Emmy, bam. Land him dead. Setsu now in trouble. Gets Yulzed up. He has BKB, but he's going to need to pop it. In fact, he does. Running away. Never end. His BKB will fade shortly, but 430 with the Aegis. Ready to rock and roll. Has the Blink Dagger active as well. Roster awards go down. There should be a free tier 2 to be collected by EHOME. They've got a slight lead in the game. 16-19, 2K gold. But it's anybody's match still. Aegis only up for another 45 seconds. You got to be cautious here if RNG look to get frisky. Land him respawning soon.
Yep, they don't want to go in. They'll just wait.
Setsu already moving into the top area of the map.
That's good.
Does he have any items coming up, or did he just buy something recently?
Must have been the BKB. That was his first BKB use.
Yep, you're right.
That's probably why Neverin went on in the first place. Is probably assumed that he was going to be able to score this kill. But the BKB got revealed, so nothing.
Yeah, so it does. It's going to reduce the overall duration, but you still suffer all of the ticks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
So you take the ticks faster.
I thought that was only on. I used to have sometimes status was just. Oh, whoa, Monet. Better safe than sorry, sure, but
I mean,
man, that
he
is
clearly thought the whole enemy team was here, but they're actually top, and now he's got to fight without his BKB. He's TPing in. It's gone when he lands, but it doesn't matter, I don't think.
both supports already gone down. Oh, the glimpse back, they got him. He already blinked away. What? Wait. Oh, Astrals himself. Well
he's
played.
going to be there, right? No?
Yes.
No, he goes back to where he was.
But that was changed then, right? Okay, anyway, blink in from Never End. Finds the
got a
DD.
DD.
Ultimate's going to be active in just a
He's
moment
whirling
as well.
axe.
Has
The
BKB.
axes.
Epi will chase Monet back into the pit. Still Astral inside his 430. Not going to blink away just yet. Gets glimpse back as they continue to chase. A one-shot kill onto the Oracle. Crit lands for some absurd amount of damage.
It's been a good Daedalus game. Who's he got here? Is Lena? Troll.
Oh, pops the ulti, but that's not going to be enough. Just going to get stunned down. 430
Goodbye,
says, thank
dude.
you. I'm very smart now. He's got a ton of free intellect. But
Okay. The drive-by.
So smart.
It ends up 3 for 4. Afu dying back there. What a weird engagement, though.
It really was. The troll TP with that supports, and then
See, that's one of those examples, right, of just mechanics that I feel like you don't understand unless you play enough Dota, in a sense, because when you used to get glimpsed back and you would astral yourself or Yules,
you
like,
would teleport to that
disrupt
position.
yeah,
Right?
like the disrupt animation would still be far away, but then you would end up spawning inside the kinetic field because you actually were traveling while in the nether realms to the location that you were glimpsed to. So that's something that must have been hotfixed a while back.
Possibly.
It's one of those things you just have to like know, right? I don't think there's a rule that you can follow to figure out what the interaction's going to be.
It's level 25 on the Sven. He's going to be chased back. They'd love to be able to just throw off a glimpse. That might force the BKB. No, it does not. Now he catches the stun.
Oh,
Whoa.
he definitely should have BKB'd.
Uh,
I don't think he expected the Lena to be there or something.
That's a long death timer. 90 seconds. That's a level 24 Sven with no buyback. And they should have seen that he had AC. How do you not BKB there? There's 5 alive.
Maybe he's trying to blink time it.
All right, well.
It's like, oh, I'm going to outplay them or something. I don't know.
Monet just TP Shrine. He's going to run straight down mid lane. They've got a creep wave. This could be... I mean, if they just push all in here, isn't this a Rax? They've got Blink Ravage. They've got Solar Crest. Like, they just go.
Was he telling himself he could like BKB TP or something like that? Was that the...
I mean, he definitely could have BKB. He saw the glimpse coming. He stopped moving. He was like, okay, here it goes. I assumed he was going to wait till the glimpse ends, then blink away
Yeah, and
for safety.
But I think he wanted to make the play because he thought that he could, even if he messed it up, he could still like BKB TP. But it seemed like he just got immediately stunned.
Yeah,
And,
I don't think he expected Light Strike Ray to be there.
they're playing like they don't expect a buyback. Oh, hang on. Initiation. They get the ward trap. AA Blast going out. It's going to land on 4.
It's got everybody.
Holy crap, the hammer drops as well. Monet now still locked in. Has the Oracle ult active on him. Now popping the BKB. Still with ultimate available as well. Faith Beyond 4 staffs away. Ravage, though. Hits on 3. OD in a ton of trouble. No Astral available. Has the BKB, but catches the bash. OD's dead. Will buy back. Ferrari trying to get back into the action. I do believe that is the end of Monet, and in fact it is. Nice shackle there from Zin Q. Flyby now. He's the one in danger along with that gem. You'd love to be able to save that. He hands it off. And now Oracle's going to be able to TP away. Oh, whoa.
Wow.
That's a play.
That was so nice.
That is so cool to watch. I love when teams find a way to save those critical resources.
That was it was really smooth too. They passed it over so it's like the he didn't stop moving on the tide, just the instant transfer into shift Q. I mean, they did defend the racks. That's pretty significant.
Well,
the tower's alive.
What
too.
can they get back? Because they did buy back on the OD.
Oh, this is actually a huge kill. Is he gonna fail good?
AA Blast. He's
God,
dead.
He failed so late. Okay, he's got him.
He's dead.
Instant, yeah, about 10%. Faith Beyond has been failing really late on his Sand King all game. I've noticed.
Yeah, but he has been hitting the spells.
He's playing his hero very well, but yeah, I mean he's losing genuinely a couple hundred points of damage per combo that he's doing. It's a big deal.
Sven's already top. He's chunking the buildings.
He's got ult active. Man, this is way more back and forth than any of the games you saw on the group stage.
No,
Is that 2 racks? No, there's a buyback on Lena, none on Troll.
They'd have to go bar racks. God, there's so much damage.
Holy
oh,
shit.
Did you see that? It was like 40% of the rack health. It was a range barracks and it has AC, but still, holy crap.
That's a tier 2 as well.
That's a 25 talent too, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's only 65 more damage, but
It's more than 65.
no.
Oh, no, you're
that's
right.
not.
You're right.
Yeah. I did the math once, and I was like, wait, they took the 65 damage talent, and they turned it into 40 God Strength, which in some ways is better, right? Because you get raw health. And
Yeah.
But it's still, it's just, it's not ult. It's not active when your ult is up, or your ult isn't up.
And what
What an interesting. So it was good that Sven didn't BKB. Basically, is what we're trying to say.
No,
Say it, dude. That's
I'm not. I'm not gonna say it.
say something. I'm giving up on you.
Roche up. Cheese is ready. Dire team smoking. Probably expecting Sven slapping it, but he doesn't have his ultimate. They know that at least.
Yeah,
All right,
no
that-
Ravage for 10 either.
Well,
You remember that
this
ranged
is the
bash
fight.
though?
Hey, Strude. Oh, Tide blinks in.
Odie got ranged bash by Troll in that last fight,
Yeah.
and it caused him to die because he couldn't get his BKB off.
Look
that
at
shit was
this
crazy.
cheeky play from ZenQ. Drops towards
That's so
bottom.
smart.
Knows that someone's going to have to defend Infected Setsu.
Tetsu's got bots. He can.
Yeah.
Now they fight though, right?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, there's the Hex.
Long range. They try and initiate
Oh.
Armored A, and they do. No God Strength yet, so there will not be the damage follow-up. However, he catches the bash, and now the leader stun.
Oh, good banish.
He gets the Astral. Did not even
Saved
take
him.
damage, I don't believe. Double stun now by Faith Beyond. BKB pop by Never End. Now with the ultimate, going to try and go forwards. He's going to do so much damage. You got to kite this if you're RNG.
Goes
Heals
back.
up onto Monet.
Oh,
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 my
oh.
God. He's just killing everyone. Setsu, yep. Yep.
Yep.
Monet now
Yep.
shackled. Astraled. There will be buybacks on both big cores, but they've lost Monet. He does not have a rebuy, and if I'm not mistaken, that could just be it. Setsu now caught once again, has no BKB.
Oh.
Is he going to get the Rampage? That's the question. 4-man Anchor Smash. Oh, goodness
Give it
gracious.
to him.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
It's not over.
GG.
It is over. They
They called
GG'd.
it.
No, it's not. He's gonna get a double rampage. Oh no.
Double Rampage. Double Rampage. He gets it. Never End, a.k.a. ZYF, is not ready to go home as EHOME
Damn.
take RNG down in that second
All right.
game.
That
What
looked-
mistake?
That looked like a draft. EHOME actually put something together.
AA. First pick.
Yeah, it worked. They had heroes to utilize the vision that it provided. I think that was the big thing. And they just had good overall matchups. The Troll Warlord getting kind of countered by the Troll Warlord and the Tide, both kind of getting countered by the OD. I think we saw that a little bit. And just picking Lina into mass stuns is always so dangerous. RNG made it more of a game through good play, I think. But
And like Lena's a very surgical hero. It's all about like landing stuns and getting the burst on a guy when he's out of position. But
Yeah.
Sven in a late game situation like that with his ulti active, like Lena is so scared.
Yeah.
It's like if they both pop BKB, Lena is still so terrified because like maybe she could buy some like 15 armor item, but it's not going to keep her alive really. It's still just going to be like an item that doesn't quite do what she wants, and Sven just has to get like the right hits.
Yeah.
Like I think Ferrari was definitely the guy that saved the fights, obviously, in the last engagement. Sven gets stunned. He banishes him. Or the Lina ulti gets wasted, and now all of a sudden they can turn things around again. Like the banishes were excellent, even in like the fight where they lost a lot in the base. It was really good. What a game. That was a great game.
Yeah, it was nice to see a game where the drafts were relatively even, right? I feel
Yeah.
a lot of these games in the playoffs, the drafts have been pretty lopsided, and as a result, one team has felt pretty early on like they had to drag the game out, or it's been rather lopsided just from start to finish. And this one, you saw both teams take engagements on their own terms, but ultimately, yeah, I think a lot of the times it was funny. By the end of Epicenter, we were all used to Sven just being super countered. And we finally got to see again what happens to this hero if he's not.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's actually like no good heroes against him outside of like the hard disables. Lanham was able to get an Ags at the end of the game, but we didn't really get to see the impacts in a big way.
Yep.
That could have been huge. But it's Troll Warlord, who's pretty good against Sven, but he's countered by A. So all of a sudden, Sven just had to make sure he doesn't get chain stunned, and he can just jump in and start two-shotting people and make them all look really useless.
That's also, I'll get off the whole piercing spell immunity thing, but how I think of these games is you always want to give yourself multiple chances to win. And one of the things that I feel like against these BKB carries like the Sven, like the Troll Warlord, if you have a solution to deal with spell immunity, you can at least deal with these game states where one of the two gets incredibly fat. If you don't, they can just run over you.
It definitely would have been a good game to have a BKB piercing stun in those last fight or two. It was very clear that they needed it. So Well, we have we're
Yeah.
gonna have to spend a lot of effort to get into the next lobby once
Yeah.
again.
Oh,
So
boy.
let's
Yeah,
throw it to a
probably.
break, and we'll be back in a bit with the next match.